The start of the greatest podcast.
I personally choose rum chata, Caribbean rum with real dairy, natural and artificial flavors.
These people are trash. They don't deserve to exist. We gotta get them. I want to be the Drewski of podcasts, okay?
I don't know if I want to be the Drewski of podcast.
The start of the greatest podcast.
The start. Nigga, are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. What are you talking about? Start of the greatest podcast.
I was gonna start. All right, so we don't even have a name.
No, we don't.
So you're going to name ideas.
The name ideas?
By the way, that's the only thing I've prepared.
That's crazy.
After that, we're
that line?
down. That's it, yeah.
The line's the only thing you've prepared. Okay, so this whole whiteboard, I thought you were working on stuff. I thought you were like, okay, I'll come up with some ideas.
Oh, no, this is just my work stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll just name it work in progress for now because I don't fucking know.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Work in progress.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
I can't.
Oh, it's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Okay, first off, I should probably obviously there are no listeners, so like it doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna turn up the volume of my microphones so I actually pick up on this thing. Are you okay? Let me just walk you down what happened before I got here.
Okay.
I had 2 shifts a few days before, you know.
Just yesterday. Let the listeners know what you do.
They don't need to know that. Okay. Just yesterday, though, I'm speaking with one of my coworkers, and I'm like, "Hey, so I'm not doing anything this weekend," because she had asked. She was like, "Well," and then I changed up. I was like, "Okay, well, never mind. I'm not doing nothing." A friend of mine had asked me to do a podcast with him, and I'm like, "He has no ideas." There's no thought really put into it. He sent me a photo of his 2 chairs, and I showed her the photo.
What did she think?
She laughed. And I said, I'm just going to go over to this place. I'm going to do whatever needs to be done before I get over there, so I'm in the right state of mind. And then I'll show up, and we'll see what happens.
What did you do to get in the right state of mind?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that I did was I brought this drink. Please, if you feel like sponsoring us, rum chata, a great drink. Horseradish con ron, Caribbean rum with real dairy cream, natural and artificial flavors. 13.75 alcoholic volume per liter.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, you'll never try.
I'll never try, but
hilarious.
By the way, he has this in his car, so he drives around with it. So.
You know, the best part about that is I've had it in my car since October. I brought it out with me to Halloween. I just never put it back.
How does it not go bad? Does alcohol not go bad?
Pretty much.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if not, then you'll see food poisoning here on the stream live. So
what was I gonna say?
I have insurance now though, so it'll be fine. Probably.
I haven't discussed with you at all some of the the new stuff that's going on with like ICE and stuff like that.
Oh,
I was like, we haven't discussed that yet. So I'm like, he is bound to be ready with something. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. It depends. It depends on my mood. Because like I can make jokes about it, but somebody just died. So
yeah, that's true.
It feels a bit in poor taste. Much more. Not even just one of us, because that's it's swept under the rug. It was a white woman.
Yeah, a citizen.
Someone with more rights than you and I.
It would be something if one of us died. You're absolutely right. If it was like a Hispanic person or whatever, it wouldn't even make the news.
It wouldn't. You know what the worst part is? I heard the person's voice. I didn't see them in the car. I just assumed they were black.
Yeah.
Because if ISIS is gonna shoot anybody, it's gonna be a black person 9 times out of 10.
She wasn't like a white woman. She was like the whitest white woman
possible. She was the whitest white woman possible. Yes.
Yeah, that was wild.
But
that was wild.
Her mistake was being liberal.
She was visibly liberal. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen the video of like she was like visibly liberal.
Very, very much so. She had stickers on the back of her car with all of the national parks.
Yeah, she seemed like a nice person. That's really
she was probably a lovely person.
Yeah.
Pretty tragic. And then get this. So I'm getting physical therapy on Thursday.
For what?
My shoulder. Long story. Doesn't
By
matter.
the way, his physical therapist is the reason why he goes. He's not going there to get physical therapy. Shoulder. I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. There's nothing wrong with his shoulder.
The shoulder is legitimately fucked up. My range of motion on my shoulder.
There's nothing wrong with his. There's been nothing
It's fucked up.
Shoulder for years. He consistently needs to get physical therapy. Go ahead.
I would not be paying money to see a woman.
He is a goober.
When I could just go to a bar and accomplish the same thing for free.
No, but
and just buy one drink.
Chindu is a secret romantic. In his mind, he's formed a love story between him and his physical therapist. That now he goes. He hated how accurate that was.
I'm just disappointed that this is the opinion that you have of me.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know. But so I'm at my physical therapist. I'm going through my sessions, chopping it up, as a nigga would do. And there's just this white dude, and then they get into politics, and he's talking about the shooting that just happened. And he's just like, yeah, if I was her, I wouldn't have driven off. Like, she was basically charging the dude. Like, she was going to run into him. I think what he did was fine. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there like, am I going to, did we watch the same video?
It's like she's clearly turning to the right.
She's clearly turned into the right. The dude's out of the way. And then he shoots multiple times. And, like, what's crazy to me is I'm sitting there the day before about that therapy appointment. I was on Reddit. And I do my due diligence on going through the news. I went to our conservatives to get their opinions on the matter. Because I'm like, okay, let's see how much, like, the hive mind is, how they're going to, like, dissect this pretty terrible thing that just happened that should be fairly cut and dry.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
We are in Minneapolis. Like, we live in the state. I feel like we did not say that enough.
Right? No. We're not in Minneapolis. We're better than that.
Okay, we're in a nicer area of
We're
Minnesota.
in yes, correct.
We're in an area where we can do a podcast.
Correct. Not LA, not New York.
Yeah.
But a different area that could do a podcast. But so I'm on our conservative, and I'm seeing comments like the liberals, they should just stop and comply. Why did she try to run? If she had nothing to hide from, she wouldn't have gotten shot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, that's like, if somebody's fearing for their life and they're trying to get out of a situation, I think it's just fine to let them drive off. In the same way that I wouldn't want a cop chasing down someone on a bike, like on a motorcycle, on the highway, on the freeway, and then like both of them are speeding. Because the person on the bike, bro, if like, let's just say a Cybertruck hits them, they're going to disintegrate. And then like, what are we doing at that point?
Facts.
Instead of just getting someone for a speeding ticket, maybe scanning their license plate and then ticketing them online afterwards, we just lost a life. He could have been a douchebag, don't get me wrong. Maybe he was a wife beater. Yeah. But you never know. He could have been like
the intensity's just
father.
The intensity's just too high. Like if you slow down the camera and see like when he like shot, it's like he's already out of the way. So he fires multiple bullets when he's already out of the way.
He's out of the way.
And it's like, I mean, there's just like, you have to be able to like read the situation, right? Like if you see that kind of woman, you're not thinking she's a threat. Like there's no way in hell you're thinking she's. All right, go ahead.
For us, she could be a threat.
No, you saw how liberal she was. Like physically liberal, bro.
But that's the issue. Like,
I would never assume that she was a threat.
I would always assume that she was a threat.
No,
I'm just trying to get into like our conservatives mindset right now.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So like,
yeah. In your mindset, that your country's being taken over, and everyone else is a threat to you. Anyone who has a different ideologue is a threat to you.
Yeah, fucking ship them out.
Fucking ship them out. Yeah.
As a young white man once said to Ben Shapiro, "We don't like you, you fucking Jewish Zionists. Get out of our convention. We don't want you here."
Oh my god.
And then he was visibly upset and left.
I was thinking the other day, because I've used this terminology more and more, so I don't know if it's just like a thing that's happening in like the segment of like Muslim communities, but like it used to be like we were younger, it was like somebody said something like, bro, stop being gay, bro, you're being gay as right now, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. But and now it's like, bro, you're a Jew. You're such a Jew right now.
You know what the crazy part is? I feel like my litmus test for like figuring out what racial stuff is going on in the world is just listening to Asian people.
Are Asian people saying that?
Yeah, really? There's literally
that's a great point. Yeah.
Someone that I talked to on a game that I play. He whenever we're like spending money on stuff inside of the game to like get something, maybe one of us will like be like, oh, I'm not gonna spend this because like I could just save it instead. And he's like, I didn't know I was running with Jews. Like, oh, what are we doing?
That has hit the lexicon now. I feel
yes,
like yeah,
he's like
anytime somebody doesn't want to share with me, I'm like, bro, stop being Jewish, bro. Come on, bro. What do you mean you don't know, spot me $1, bro. You can give you $1 right now. Like,
I would never give you $1. By the way. I just want you to know this.
I was thinking to myself, like, is it just the people that I'm around that are using these words? Because it's like, you know, like people I see are like pro Hamas for whatever reason. Like they're on the other side of the stuff, bro. They're on the other side of the world.
You mean people you see,
bro? But like, yeah, that's funny as fuck. I was thinking, are you done with that?
Oh no, yeah, you're good.
I was thinking about the other day where I was like, remember that video where where the guy's walking around daycare centers and he's like recording the very famous documentary. You haven't seen it?
Which one? Was it like some dude, like some kid?
It was like some
Like
white guy walking around because it was like the daycare thing. Have you seen the daycare thing?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And he's like shooting the documentary, right? And he keeps going to different daycare. And I'm like, please, dear God, I don't know these people. Please. Every time he went to a new location, I was like, oh dear God, do I know them? Do I know them? Do I know them? Bro, it was like playing Russian roulette with how many people you know are committing
Crimes,
bro. Luckily, nobody. But
I mean, the thing is, though, it's like during the pandemic, you don't have a lot of cash, and somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, I have this sweet deal that you can just drive off with a Ferrari."
That's true.
I personally would not take the money because I'm a law-abiding, upstanding citizen. I just want everyone to know that. But in a different life, if I knew, or at least if I thought I wasn't going to get caught, because this had been going on for like a few years at that point, I'd probably get in on it. The only good thing is, though, it's like, is your fucking window open?
Yeah, I need to let air through. These things smell, bro. They're like gasoline. You weren't here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also gas.
I'll leave it alone for now. I was about to fucking cuss you out.
For what?
Nigga, I'm cold. Clearly weird. I'm built for winter.
You can close it.
Close it. No, if it smells, it smells.
No, it's fine now.
My
Like,
top
before it was
half
like,
is warm.
your legs are cooked.
I mean, I just don't have as much, padded.
Well, we'll get to that subject matter. I'm sure that'll come up quite frequently. is the difference in weight between him and I?
Right. A large difference.
There you go.
But that doesn't make you any less of a person. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, it makes you more, huh?
Maybe.
Anyways,
yeah, no. But the whole daycare thing, it's kind of crazy. And then now there's this whole like mindset of like it's been going on, but just for this year or like just in 2025, and like nothing has been done about it at all. Nobody's gone to jail for it. Like,
yeah, it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true.
It's been going on for a while, and there's been investigations, and there's a whole thing. Yeah.
Yep.
This dude did like little to no journalism. There were already YouTube videos published about the thing. I don't know how this guy's blew up. I feel like there was some sort of like internal campaign to like draw attention to something else, because there were like YouTube videos, investigations, like it was all out in the open. It's not like this guy did any sort of investigative work.
No,
it was ridiculous.
It wasn't that hard, but he hit like the right community on YouTube. Yeah. He went to the Republicans who would get outraged about this, and then watch the video, make a big scene.
The most xenophobic shit I've ever heard from the president was like, these people are trash. They don't deserve to exist. We gotta get them. I was like, bro, there was like no line in which he hit with any of the words that he said where he lost any steam or any sense of confidence. Like, no, they're gonna back me on this. Nobody likes Somalis. Like, that's hilarious.
I mean, when like you have a list looming over you, you'll do anything that you can to get rid of it. Whether or not it's bombing Venezuela or shooting your own citizens.
Oh, that's so funny.
He knows no bounds.
I was going to say something, but
we're not going to bring up his name at all throughout this whole thing, though. I want to see how long we last.
All right, fair.
But everybody knows who we're talking about.
Yeah. So like the people who are like committing fraud or whatever, right? I love how they put like any number of children that they were taking care of, and all they had to do is say, well, they're Somalis, and nobody questioned it.
Nobody would question it.
Like, we're taking care of 94 kids in this little 2-block area. We believe you. There are 94 kids there. Yes.
Well, that's the thing. So when I was looking into it, I guess one of the big things about COVID was like no one would go into the facilities at all to do like the annual checks.
Oh yeah.
They just got rid of it because of
I didn't know that.
social distancing and like lockdown.
Yeah.
So basically the reason why the scam, as far as I'm aware, on the little journaling that I have done, and like reading up about
I
it.
did not know Jinder was a journalist, guys. Wow.
Anyways, the research that I've done about it, it's like
Research.
they
Academic.
would originally, like, they would come like once a month or like every 2-3 months to check in on these places, and then like see if everything's up to code, make sure everything's running smoothly, and then they dip, and that's it. And then, Tim Waltz writes the check, fucking sends it out, and they're like, good job. Just because it's a social program to try to bring people up, make daycare more accessible for people who tend to have a lot of kids from.
Yeah, I think there's only like 100,000 Somalis in Minnesota.
Yep.
And like it's a really, really small segment of the total population. I can't fathom how many kids they were saying that they have, because it's like, to me, it must have like amounted to like tens of thousands. I'm like, there's no way. There's not that many people who can have that many kids here.
Correct.
And I'm like, how is this even possible?
It's not. That was just a blatant fraud.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could say that I serve 10 people and I'm like running a podcast, nobody's going to give a shit. But if I say, oh, I have 10,000 monthly active listeners and they're all
Thank you, viewers.
Thank you, viewers. We have 0 right now. But if I said that I have 10,000 and I would like for you, rum chata, Caribbean rum with real dairy cream, natural and artificial flavors, to sponsor me, that'd be a whole different story.
We are never taking a rum shot.
The amount of, I just want to say,
if they come to me, because I left my email on there, right? If they come to me, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell you about it. There's no way. That's so funny.
Flawless, by the way. Anyways, the amount of zeros makes a big difference. So when you're committing fraud, generally it's like the bigger the better. Only up to a certain point.
One of the best things I've ever heard in my life is that rum chata intro. Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, you gotta just keep repeating it until that happens.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Speak what you want into existence. Sponsor us.
Can I throw on my own sponsorship? What is that one drug called for weight loss?
Weight loss.
GLP-1.
GLP-1.
Thank you,
Ozempic,
GLP-1. Ozempic. Yeah, give us a sponsorship.
When you're trying to commit fraud, like, obviously you should embellish it a bit so you can get more out of it.
That's what fraud is.
If you go too far, then you end up like these daycares or FTX or
I love FTX.
Enron.
FTX, actually, like, if you look at his, like, first of all, Enron, our viewers don't get Enron. We have young viewers. If you understand Enron and you watch this podcast, if you understand Enron and you're watching this podcast, you're watching the wrong podcast. All right? Go ahead and we'll watch, I don't know, Atriot. Go watch Atriot and his old ass. Go watch Atriot and his old ass. Do not come here and watch us young people do on a podcast, okay? Enron, are you out of your mind? But FTX,
Fraud is fraud. Yeah, FTX.
If you look at his books and his investments, right, and he didn't go to jail, he's one of the wealthiest people alive. He invested in Anthropic early on. Yep. He was a big investor in OpenAI. Like, if you look at his investments, wow.
It's almost insane how, like, somebody who dabbled in a shit ton of fraud could have just swept it under the rug if he just picked Republicans instead of Democrats.
That's true. That's so true. That's so true. Plus, I'll be honest with you, I feel like he deserves to get out of prison. You know what I mean? Or run the gambit. You know what I mean? Run the table, bro. I mean, it's quality pickings for him.
Only if I'm invited to the island.
What's that?
Personally.
What's that one guy? Have you seen that video with like the African diplomat where he's like, I stand against corruption unless I'm involved?
Yes.
In which case, I defend the corruption.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. Huh?
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
No, that's exactly it. I mean, like, it's kind of insane, the fact that all of that happened, and if he just laid low, was able to survive for another few months, and didn't have everyone on both sides hating him.
He'd be so
he would have
wealthy.
been rich. He would have been like, well, not one of the wealthiest people alive, but pretty damn close. I think he would maybe be like top 50.
No, he'd be tens of billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Most assuredly. Yeah, remarkable. Remarkable.
Instead, we have what's his face? The dude from who ran Binance. He's out of prison.
Binance
Zhao,
guy.
Binance guy. So he's out of prison now.
Yeah.
He just made a random small donation to the Trump Trump currency and Trump coin, and then
I worked at a
he got
startup.
departed.
I asked them to pay me in crypto, so I didn't have to pay taxes on it.
Yep.
That's what people are doing everywhere. Yeah, people are just asking people to pay them in like crypto, so they don't have to pay any taxes on it. Mm-hmm. It's remarkable. No one is paying taxes, by the way, except for you at home. Don't pay taxes.
Well, I mean, you and me as well.
Yeah, but some taxes, not all the taxes, guys.
If
YouTube pays us, no taxes on that YouTube. Pay us in crypto, please.
That would never happen. Well, actually, I could show some crypto, like, if need be. Oh, actually, I had some other sponsors in mind. Kick, Polymarket, Kalshi,
dude, I love
FanDuel.
I love how Polymarket is like, we're not a gambling site. Yeah, at the same time, I can put a prop bet on there that says Kim Kardashian will show her breasts at the Met Gala.
Okay, no.
The volume will be like 10 million.
It's like what, a securities exchange, right? They just manage trades.
They just manage trades.
Manage trades. We're not gambling.
We're not gambling.
I've never gambled a day in my life. We're not gambling.
They did a tech conference recently where they were showing some of their innovations.
Yep.
One of their new innovations is effectively like what is it called in like sports terms when you like you can sequence a number of bets into one card effectively.
Oh, the like whole like lines shit where like multiple different things need to hit for you to get the payout.
They showed that as like their new demo at one of their conferences, and all the comments were like, "Wow, what innovation!" from 2014. I was like, that's crazy.
Okay, no, but that's like the go-to for tech.
Yeah.
Instead of like being, hey, I came out with this self-driving car that's gonna, revolutionize the world. It's like, hey, I'm taxis, but I'm called Uber instead, and I don't pay my workers a fair living wage because they're not employees. They're contractors. Yeah. And Silicon Valley is like, oh shit, that's great.
That's fantastic.
We can skirt the law.
Yeah. So long as we put an app in front of it. Correct. Is it really a crime?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has done that recently, but like, that's what it is. This is your field of expertise, technically.
Well, what's with the quotes?
Technically.
What's with the quotes?
Just don't worry about it.
I expand on what you mean by
I don't need to expand on anything. But you are the expert here.
Okay, but you're saying
compared to I.
Yes, but I feel like when you add the quote, you're saying, but I actually know more than you.
Don't feel diminished by your lack of knowledge. Anything new would be probably the worst. I do nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I chose the wrong podcast partner.
You legitimately did.
We need someone who has a more exciting
I'm
life.
here in a turtleneck.
I want to talk to you about this. Okay. So I said, let's do a podcast. This happened like 2 days ago, mind you. So it's actually pretty impressive that we've been able to do this thus far, right?
Correct.
Like, this all started 2 days ago. And I was like, all right, he's going to come and he has some plans after this that he's keeping secret for whatever reason, which I believe to be he's getting butt fucked or something.
I wish that were the case, but it is not.
You're not getting butt fucked?
No.
What are you doing after this?
I mean, I wish it was just fucking in general, but it's definitely not that.
Are you playing dice? Are you playing Settlers of Catan somewhere in an alleyway?
No.
Okay.
No alleyway, at least.
Okay, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. It's
What
not
is this?
that.
What
It's
is this?
not
What
that
is this?
important.
What is
It's
this?
not that important.
Okay.
Just know that you're talking to a nigga in a turtleneck. What he gets up to in his spare time, it's not for the faint of heart.
Oh dear God. I just know it's not something as cool as it needs to be.
It is not.
She's just doing this as a means of, I don't know why, but it's getting under here.
Sometimes the dude just wants to keep a secret. Like, what's wrong with that?
But I know it's not important enough to maintain the secrecy around it.
Well, that's for you to decide.
Dear God.
And for me. And I've decided that it is. But next time, I'm just going to go shopping. If we even fucking try to do this next week. Actually, no, we can't. Literally, my only days that I'm free on are like Wednesday and Thursday.
No, I think we should try to do it. I think one of the things that's gonna be better moving forward is that like I'd like to get a screen here, so that I can play you clips and stuff, and we just like react to clips.
Okay, no, react to clips would be perfect.
Yeah, because we can just talk about clips instead of like doing this back and forth. Because I feel like we're gonna run out of things to talk about.
You're actually getting into the streamer mindset.
Oh well, he knows more about that. That's his domain of expertise.
It is actually. I am an expert.
Yes. But I thought we'd just do that.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad idea because like you look at all of these the goats, like
Who are the goats?
Hassan,
That
Asmongold.
dude is retarded, bro.
Yeah, they both are, but
no, Asmongold's also retarded.
But, technically Kai, but he serves like
he's brain dead
people
retarded.
have lobotomy.
All right, so let me say this. So I've been like looking into like things, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy. His name's Speed. Like Speed, I totally get. I totally go if you like him. Like he's very entertaining. He's very likable. Oh, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Here we go. Go ahead.
What are we doing? This dude is impersonating a dog while he plays some FIFA game, and he's somehow just sending us back. I'm all good for somebody getting your bread at the end of the day, but please, let it be a white man that's acting up on the camera and not a black man. Why are we turning ourselves into jesters when they're just gonna get rid of us and throw in the next one after they're done?
Okay, so I'll just continue. Okay,
Continue.
I had to stop in the moment as I was speaking. I saw the expression change, face drop. No.
Oh, this is for me. I'm not doing a bet.
I was gonna say. So I understand why people like him though. Like he seems like a likable person. And just listening to him for a bit.
Smells good.
However, like the Kai Cenats of the world, I just don't get. I really don't get. His audience has to be underage, right? They have to be like 12 years old.
They're like teens, yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of get that. Like if it was just like that kind of age group, I totally get why they're fans of him. You know, because he does the dance once in a while, so he's popular because he does the dance. He's around famous people, so I get it. But like, oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
I can't say what I want to say about this. Actually, no, I can't. It's delicious. Rum chata. Caribbean rum with real dairy cream, natural and artificial flavors.
If somehow this podcast goes long enough where we only have one brand sponsor and it's a rum chata, that's gonna be so sad. Not for you though. You'll put 8 of those in your car. Do you guys know he drives an electric car? Not yet. He'll let you know about it soon.
The car that I drive is not impressive. If I said it was like a Chevy Bolt, most people on air would probably believe me.
What's the Chevy Bolt?
Exactly. Nobody knows.
Is that your car?
No. Thank God for that. Those things are dog shit. Oh, I shouldn't say that. They're like reliable 20K cars that are electric.
Oh, those cars. I really like those cars. The smaller ones?
Yeah, they're like super small, made by
those
Chevy.
Cars,
They feel like you pretty much can't fit anything in them besides like maybe 2 bodies and then a child. But so, like
that's all you need, right? How many kids do you need? Goddamn.
Oh, I don't need kids personally.
What are you saying about me being a Somalian that I need 8 children? I need
no,
a green van?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, you know, if we're trying to make it into the big leagues, like some of our peers, you know, although he doesn't do like podcasts and he does music, like David.
Who's David?
Have you not heard of his songs? He did you ever watch Incredibles?
I mean, obviously.
There's some music in there.
Yeah.
David's an artist, and he recently was involved in, although he hasn't been like exonerated or anything, but like he's not being considered anymore for the case. There is a minor that he was talking to who eventually randomly just ran away from home.
Is this the guy who's friends with an Asian guy? An Asian person, dude?
I have no idea.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. But
minor,
yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, so he's hanging out with this minor. Eventually, they run off together. She goes into contact with her family. And then later on, her body's found dead in the Tesla. Not just any Tesla, though. His Tesla. His excuse at the time was, I don't know anything about it. I wasn't driving the car at the time. Other people were driving my car. And he's just not being charged.
Baller way to die, though. That's what I was thinking the whole time. At least she died in a Tesla. She didn't die in a nothing car. She died in an electric vehicle.
Yeah, and this is my point. You couldn't do that in a Chevy Bolt.
That's true. I would have a completely different thing.
You wouldn't have
yeah.
no space. You'd have no space to fit a dead body in a Chevy Bolt.
That was the point you were trying to make this on.
Correct. That's where we're going with this. So, in that regard, I wouldn't drive a Chevy Bolt personally because there's just not enough room. Wait. So I need a bigger front.
You deviated away from you wanted to shit on the Chevy Bolt, so you deviated into a case of murder to highlight the fact that you couldn't fit a dead person in the car.
Yeah, out of most electric cars, there's no frunk in the Chevy Bolt.
Chevy Bolt, we have criticisms.
Now, actually, I think in the Chevy Equinox too, the car that they came out with more recently, and the Blazer, none of them have frunks either. The best car for murdering people is a Tesla, hands down. If you need to hide a body, get a Tesla.
If that lady at the protest was driving a Tesla, let me tell you something, she would have hit that guy, and he would not have had the opportunity to fire those bullets.
Honestly, she wouldn't have hit him. The self-driving probably would have.
That's true.
It can't recognize bodies anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Not pigs. That's so funny. That is so funny. I want to be clear for anybody who's watching this, right? How this started 2 days ago was I came to the realization, unquestionably so, that my job is over in about 13, 18 months, all right? If you're a software engineer out there who is not in the top 1% of engineering, and by 1% I mean PhD at Stanford, you are out of a job in like 18 to 24 months. You have no chance. Some of you still have a job. I think I'll still have a job transparently because I'm very good. Mm-hmm. But I think most people will be out of a job. Mostly because it's like every problem that can be solved with AI will be solved with AI. And the new tech stack is it's going to deviate to something.
No, you can go. I'm an expert in the field, obviously.
I hate this, man. All right, so the new tech stack is not iOS or Android. Like there was a period of time where you could be an Android engineer or an iOS engineer or whatever. The new tech stack is effectively memory and agent orchestration. So every engineer has the same tech stack. It's ubiquitous across the board. You're going to manage a swarm of agents to make changes across a number of projects, number of repos. Most applications are also fairly simplistic. They're basic CRUD-based applications that allow you to edit, delete, create some sort of document, some sort of file, some sort of text. All of that gets automated very, very quickly. At most,
it's been streamlined too much. Pretty much
streamlined far, far too much, and it's like. Yeah, so to go back to the main point, which is that 3 days ago, I'm like, all right, I have to start throwing bows at the wall because it's effectively over, right? I can see the letter
at the wall.
Yeah, that's the same.
No, it's not.
It's not the same.
A bow is something that you use to physically shoot arrows.
No, not those kind of bows. Bows, I mean like bows and like fists.
You mean blows?
No, bows. Like people used to call like a bow. If you cross hook.
I could be wrong.
I don't think you are, but I tried to pivot into something else.
I could be wrong. You seem very confident about this.
I'm not at all confident. I knew I was wrong, but I didn't want to admit that I was wrong.
But you could throw darts at the board.
Darts? I think that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, because that's what I said to you earlier when we were on the phone.
Oh, that's what you said, right?
Correct. And now you're just repeating the shit that I say verbatim, basically.
First of all, I've had the thought. You reset the thought that I had 3 days ago. So really, I had the thought 3 days ago. You stated it, and now you want credit.
Give me my flowers.
Podcast?
Give me my flowers.
So, anyways, my job is obsolete. So I'm like, all right, I have to think of doing something else. So I was like, let me start a podcast with my friend. Let me try to get into the healthcare industry because I need a manual, physical job for a bit of time before that gets automated. And then it's like, try to just do other things.
I mean, you can get into the healthcare industry with tech as well, and be fine.
Like what?
Just do what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I don't have to speak to people. That's gonna be one of the
No. You don't have to do my job specifically. You can work in tech within the healthcare field.
That gets automated.
Yeah, you'll be okay for a while.
I don't think people understand the degree of automation that's coming. I don't think anybody does.
I know, but I feel like you also don't understand the degree of how archaic and terrible Epic is as a system.
Epic is terrible, yeah. I've heard everyone say that, but it's like Epic, the software Epic will still be used. However, the engineers that Epic employs to offer said thing,
that might go less and less. But I feel like the trick is you look for something that's built on very, very, very terrible code. Probably some of the worst you've seen in your life. Where if somebody makes an update and a change, it just ends up breaking everything. Because then when that happens, AI isn't going to be the first stop where they go to how the fuck do we fix this? They'll call up their engineers.
They'll call up their 2 engineers.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you could be one of those 2.
Most people are not ready, but I'm just, be prepared. Be prepared.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend. I mean, hell, I'm going for an IT degree now. I'll let you know in like 2 years.
Hey,
If that was worth it or not.
when you get into IT, what is the role that you're hoping to have?
I'm going to hopefully continue to work for the company that I'm working for, get into Epic, and then work as an Epic analysis.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Epic analysis is a real thing.
Correct.
Oh my god. What does that role do?
You fix shit on Epic. You're pretty much just IT for Epic. Either that or I get a help desk job and I'm just talking to old people on how to reset their passwords.
Yeah, I do wonder if you are still of that age group where you are like, I need to call help desk because my computer doesn't work. You are so colossally fucked. There isn't even like, you're so fucked. It's crazy.
But what do you mean the baby that flew out of the airplane and had a parachute wasn't real? It's on YouTube. It has to be real.
I remember my mom was watching a video and she was on Facebook. My mother's Facebook feed is like, it's wild because you can just fake
slop.
bad. It's all just unbelievable slop. And she was like showing me a video of this like Somalian dude saying something, and it was like clearly AI generated. And she was like, "Look what he's saying!" Ha ha ha! I was like, "Ooh, it's gonna be a rough go for everyone."
I remember there's just nothing that you can do because you don't want to break their like semblance of ignorance almost.
No, I just didn't want to continue pretending to laugh. So I was like, "This is fake."
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because for me personally, if they're like old enough where I start to pity them, I'm like, yeah, the baby's real. I just don't. It's because it's not worth trying to teach them how to like look for these things in like, oh, it's this video AI, not like, oh, this person has too many fingers or their toes a little bit off. But that's not worth it.
That's over now, though. Have you seen some of the newer models? Like, I'm saying new, I mean like very, very new, like the new runway models.
Oh yeah, but like, sad. This is the thing though. Like, so we're making all of this progress, and then what's going to happen is that eventually, ChatGPT, Gemini, fucking Apple Intelligence isn't even a thing. Like, they basically pretty much just outsource.
Yeah, they bought the Gemini model.
Yeah.
Literally, they bought it.
I had a feeling that was the case. I just couldn't remember. But like all of these big AI players are going to eventually come to the point where it's like, okay, we've gotten enough users. We've farmed enough content off of these people. They've trained our models enough. We're just going to start to charge them for it.
Yeah.
And then for all of the people whose jobs that they replaced, who don't have a job anymore, aren't going to be able to generate this AI slop. So it's pretty much going to be consolidated to like those who already have established wealth and money.
I mean, this is not like this movement or this I don't know, this revolution, let's call it that, will just consolidate wealth further and further. Like,
Yeah.
to very few. Those that own the data centers, those that own the energy plants, those that are wealthy will continue to get far more wealthy. I think right now the thing is like the top 1% own, I want to say I think it's the top 10% own 93% of the stock market.
Yeah.
And I think the top 1% own 50% of the stock market.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can effectively imagine the next number of years, it's going to be the top 1% own 75% of the market, and the top 10% own 99% of the market. So unless you're the top 10% or the top 1%, you effectively have no chance, really. Like it's
let's not like just shut on all of the retail investors.
oh.
Sometimes they do make money, like on GameStop.
I love how everyone
If they sold fast enough, where the rest of them had to hold the bag.
I love how the GameStop guys, some of them convinced themselves that they were like revolutionaries. I'm like, dude, you're getting played by another retail investor.
Hey, that's really what it was.
Who's trying not to be a retail investor. Oh man,
I mean, some people made a lot of money off of that,
made a lot
but
of money.
a lot of people also lost substantially more money on GameStop,
Wait, this
AMC.
you don't know this is a revolution. This is gonna change things.
Yeah, but I mean, like, wasn't life simpler back then in the 2020s, like early 2020s? Because we're 6 years removed from COVID now.
It doesn't feel real.
It doesn't feel real, but we're getting old sad, and that's just the case.
Yeah, we're getting old.
And you know, as someone gets older, they have more refined taste. I personally choose rum chata, a Caribbean rum with real dairy, natural and artificial flavors. as my choice of drink.
That's so brilliant. You're such a brilliant man.
But yeah, as we get older, like,
Can I ask you? I want to take this back. At what point did you know that was going to be a sponsorship? At what point during that month?
no point. It was in my car.
No. What I'm saying is, at what point did you know during the last little bit where you were going to pivot to a rum chata? At what point did you?
It's just spontaneous stuff.
Spontaneous at the very end, because I noticed your face dropped at some point, and I knew it was coming, but I didn't know if you planned that.
You have to stop focusing on like the cogs in my brain because I work fast.
I was like, how? Either he started his sentence with that in mind, and in which case genius, right? Or he pivoted to it, and it's still genius. But I was like, oh man, that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Where was I going with that, though?
I don't know, but I was so happy. That was fantastic.
That's good. I'm glad you appreciate it.
I do remember COVID. I think I'll input some photos at this point. Actually, send me a photo of you at 2020, and I'll just add a photo here at 2020. It's before and after COVID.
This is a treasure trove. It's probably just going to be some shirtless photo of me, though.
At that point, I would have also taken shirtless photos, to be honest.
Yes. You look substantially better back then. Let's see. I took a lot of photos in 2025. Ooh, 2020, those were not my best years. I was actually pretty fucked. Yeah, in 2020, I just moved into my new place. So I was setting up a bunch of shit. I mean, my room was like as bare as it could be. I had a computer, a laptop, and a Nintendo Switch with a single microphone, all on an L-shaped desk.
Does this desk move up and down?
No,
Oh.
it's not one of those ones.
Oh, it's not like one of these?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not like one of those.
Yeah, it's not one of the nicer desks that you can, stand and do work on.
Yeah.
But
Do you want to see it go
I'm
up?
assuming. No, I have one at work.
I don't think you're assuming anything because I know where that assumption is going, Shane.
I
Let me tell you something. Assumptions lead to chaos. Okay.
I just want to say for the record, what he's assuming that I'm thinking is that he would never stand because he's too fat for it. He would always sit with his standing desk.
I think the assumption was clear. Go over here. I'm going to do an example of how I work on a day-to-day.
Okay.
Hold my microphone, please.
Of course.
Oh, you just keep seated. You can see.
No. I'll look. The camera will move with us.
Yeah.
Oh, it's broken.
No, there's that.
Oh, it works. Okay. The gears haven't been moving for a while, so you just needed to get it ready.
I have a setting defined so that it gets to a certain level, right? That's the level that I work at normally.
Oh, you do actually have like those productive keyboards for both hands.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit more ergonomic. It's not bad.
Then it goes back down to a seated level during periods where I'm sitting. Only those periods.
Only those periods.
Only those periods.
Just those. And it was in the lower position when I got here, so we both know what was going on. You were sitting.
That's true.
I think poor white people are probably the most hated group in America.
In what way? What do you mean hated?
Like, have you ever met someone who's like clearly uneducated, extremely poor, and white, like down south?
Yes.
There's just a level of like pity.
I don't think that they're hated, but I do think they have the kind of worst lot. Because I think there's an expectation that if you're white, you're just somehow doing well.
Yes.
And they're so clearly not.
that's the part.
And so it's like, for them, it's like they look everywhere and they're like, I'm not doing well. I'm supposed to be doing well. It must be somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
But then you can hear them speak for like 4 minutes and you're like, there's a very obvious reason you're not doing well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's, a big reason why we have who we have in the current.
I do love he's like, I'm going to fight for you. And some of these other people are my friends, okay?
And let's just think about what has he done for the little guy. Well, he kicked out a bunch of immigrants. Yeah. He terrorized a bunch of immigrants. Shot a white lady. We don't worry about that. He shot a bunch of other people that are minorities.
And it's
we bombed Venezuela.
People forget there was a war somewhere for a period of time where he was just bombing some place in the world.
Yeah.
And then there was also that other period of time where he was what was he doing? We almost got into a skirmish with Iran. For a bit of
That's
time.
fine.
So, we're about to take Greenland. I kind of want to take Greenland, to be honest with you.
You kind of want to take
I want to take
Greenland?
Greenland.
Okay,
I'd love to visit.
He did propose to us. If you live in Greenland for only 100K, you could give up all of your rights, but you'd be 100K richer.
I'm sorry. Not 100K richer. 100 United States dollars richer, okay? Not some Greenland dollars, right?
Which are currently fallen, by the way.
Well, don't tell them that. They don't know any better than fucking Greenland.
All you need to do is just give up your universal health care,
Of course.
free education, and not just like college education, like the whole thing free.
They're not educated anyway.
I think they're more educated than us.
No.
There are people to this day of our age who do not know how to read.
I can't
In one of the most prosperous countries in the world, mind you, there are people of our age or younger who are physically incapable of reading a book.
Dude, I remember in high school, it was funny when somebody could read, but looking back, it's like, how the hell were you not able to read? You were 16.
In high school.
Yeah. But they never learned. I mean,
No.
if you didn't know how to read at 16, you're never going to learn how to read.
No. And I just want to gas myself up a little bit here.
For knowing how to read.
Correct. Because when I was younger, what was it? It was like the fucking MCA or something, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So when I'm younger in like elementary school, I'm doing the MCA.
Just a state exam.
Yeah, it's just a state exam in Minnesota. And then when the results come back, and this did irreparable damage to my ego, by the way. Like, it was probably the worst thing I could have gotten as a young kid. Because it made me feel like I was better than everybody else. I'm being told I'm reading at a high school level in elementary school.
In retrospect, high schoolers weren't reading at all.
Exactly. The bar, in one way, when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, I'm so smart. But then what I should have realized was like, oh my, holy God, the bar is so low. Like, I have no peers that are as smart as me.
I remember reading this statistic on a state train, and the sidebar was effectively like, I think the literacy rate differs amongst race in Minnesota worse than any other state in the country, where the minorities have effectively like 0 degree, like no literacy. Like they can't read. Most
Well, not all
kids
of us.
can't read.
Some of us are just born different.
Well, I was not reading at 6, but that's primarily because I didn't know English. So,
Okay, you have an excuse.
yeah, I think I can read
Speaking
now.
of which, you probably speak better English than some of the people that have lived here their whole lives.
Not probably. Absolutely, I do. Are you out of your mind? I speak better English than most people. I'm like a top 3, probably top 10% speaker.
Top 3 linguist.
If you ask people what the word orchestrate means, they have no idea. Some people. Go to Walmart and ask them. Go to Walmart and ask.
It's impressive because it's true. I've lived through this experience with you before. When you're having a debate with one of our old high school friends, bless his soul.
Don't say the name.
Of course not. I would never drag him.
Okay.
But I vividly remember you getting into an argument with him about some players in the NBA, and when you got fed up, you just used the word precipitation.
Oh yeah,
He just gave up because he didn't know what it meant. So he just assumed you were right.
Help. Dude, looking back, it's like the literacy rate was so low.
No, and it's still low, and it's fallen even now. Like,
Yeah, kids today can't read apparently.
yeah, it's becoming more and more of an active issue in classrooms. Like, teachers are struggling. Which, by the way, teachers are no longer considered professionals. It's no longer a professional degree.
And is that like true, or is that like
No, it's true.
Is that from an academic sense? It's no longer true. Like,
Not in an academic sense.
like what
In
do you mean in
a
like culturally.
federal education board sense. So they went after what's considered professional degrees. So being a nurse is no longer considered a professional degree. Being a teacher, There are probably other like science related ones.
Wait, what does that exactly mean? It's no longer a professional degree. Like, what are the implications of that?
Biggest thing is like scholarship and funding. By it not being considered professional, there are a few things like one, job prospects. Those people are technically going to be making less money in the future just because it's their degrees and like put on a pedestal compared to other ones. I mean, teachers already get paid by like dirt, but like
Who voted on this and when was it voted? This is a real thing. Like, it's no longer considered a so there's a designation called professional.
Yeah.
And that's been removed from these particular.
yes, any industry that was dominated by women had that removed. Pretty much is like the consensus. Okay, yeah. Recent AI overview, by the way. Just want to make this clear. This is what Gemini, Google Gemini AI overview.
This is the bad Gemini, though.
Yes. The recent U.S. Department of Education changes are reclassifying many health, education, and accounting graduate degrees as non-professional, removing them from higher federal loan limits and access to certain forgiveness programs. Affected fields like nursing, social work, occupational therapy, public health, and accounting are all...
Can I read that if you don't mind?
Yeah, are all being put underneath. And mind you, all of these fields are fields dominated by, say it with me, women.
And not just any women, real ones.
Women that can actually make money and vote. And most likely tend to vote more liberal because they're on a higher social economic class.
That's so fucked.
And like the loan limits is a big one because some of these degree requires a lot of schooling and a lot of money.
Yeah, like nurse practitioner, CRNA. I know that's a big one too.
Yeah, becoming an NP is like
it's you're
not a doctor per se, but you are effectively a doctor.
Yeah, you are. You can
healthcare. You can prescribe drugs.
Yeah.
You're pretty much a doctor. Besides, like in name, you just don't have the DR, and you can't be one of those irritated people who's like refer to me as Doctor Schwarmy instead of
like just a DO
Schwarmy. Yeah. Nobody says refer to me as NP.
Yeah. I'm a doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Yeah.
So you're not a doctor, are you?
But yeah, so that happened, and then the person who decided all of this. Obviously, she's just a figurehead, though. But the former head of the WWE, is
that's so
the head
remarkable.
of our Department of Education, and she didn't even know what AI meant.
She's like 80 years old, though.
Yeah.
It's her job to know. Actually,
it should be. Yeah.
Nice.
I wanted the lifesavers.
That's remarkable that we have done this for an hour and it doesn't feel like an hour, does it? Or does it not? Does it feel like an hour?
No bullshit. Nope.
I feel like this would go a lot better, though. Imagine we also had clips. I see why people do podcasting and do it. It's not that difficult.
No.
You sons of bitches.
It really isn't. If you have someone that you like as a human being, you have good conversation with them.
50-50.
And you're poor and desperate for money. You start a podcast.
I think you were kind of like jumbling and then you hit the nail. Oh my god.
Just a cluster.
I am gonna start in my personal time a TikTok page where I'm just called an AI activist.
Well.
And my goal is just to dispense like a bunch of like material around AI that hopefully helps people understand that you're going to lose your job very soon, and that you should make financial decisions such that you can expect to lose your job within the next 36 months.
That sounds like content that takes actual effort.
No, I'll put an effort.
And you're probably going to be passionate about it, right?
I mean, probably. Go ahead. I stopped you short.
That's the first mistake. Why do that when you could just make AI slop, upload it to Facebook?
No. I mean, that's being done en masse. You can't really compete with AI slop generators.
Well, never say never. Just
true.
because other people are doing it. If you could somehow, in your field of expertise, get into the Somalian zeitgeist and really make content specifically tailored for them.
No, yeah.
So it's just spammed in your own community. It's probably an untapped market.
No, my community is incredibly I don't know what to say, like haters, like full of haters. Like my mom is a huge hater, bro. Like she'll see other people who like make content in the Somali community. First of all, people who make content in the Somali community are never usually like competent. It's like, I don't know how to put it to words. It's like they're just the worst. Is that the best way to put it? I mean, you're Nigerian. Are there Nigerian content creators that you
Oh,
watch? Many? But
Many.
Are they just selling, I'm guessing, some sort of scam?
We've kind of evolved past, well, not really, but we kind of evolved past the whole scammer thing. A lot of it's just like funny videos with the same laugh track and like laugh sound attached to it.
Are you talking about American Nigerian or are you talking about Nigerian?
More like American Nigerian.
So, but American Nigerian, my understanding would be like, this is like their first generation. Like they're all about your age. I know there's older generations that are like in their 30s, mid 30s. But I think in like your generation, people who are Nigerian making content, it's the Kai Cenats of the world, Speeds of the world. They're not.
No, we're better than that.
Nigerians are?
Of course. We're the best.
What are you guys doing?
We're the best African.
That's not true.
Anything that's not that,
That's not true.
realistically.
I think the best Africans right now are probably the, not the Kenyans, but somewhere around that area. I forget the country. Not Sudanese. Maybe the Kenyans. I hear good things about Kenya. Am I wrong? Do you hear good things about Kenya?
It's just because us Nigerians got, slandered with the whole, oh, you're all scammers, Nigerian prince,
You have never recovered.
blah, blah, blah. Well, no, we will.
Nah. I think you guys are the most athletic Africans, or one of the most athletic Africans. For sure.
Where's Usain Bolt from again?
He's from he's not South African. Jamaican, right? He's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Jamaican.
Wrap it up. I think Jamaicans are, truthfully.
The best athletic Africans, or the best Africans?
Athletic.
Athletic, yeah, for sure. I think them, Sudanese, Nigeria, they all have a claim. The most athletic.
I don't know how much we've ever won gold. Hey Google.
Yeah, he's a pixel person. I'm more of an Apple guy.
How many
I have a MacBook.
gold medal has Nigeria won?
I think I have 3 MacBooks in this room. I have an iPhone, AirPods, Apple Watch.
I do not think we're the most athletic. In terms of the Olympics, do you want to guess how many medals we have?
Nigerians?
Yeah.
Do you mean you won or you stole?
That we won. That we won. As far as I'm aware, I don't think we've stolen any.
I say 3.
You're wrong.
How many?
Lower. We have none.
I'm telling you. You guys have had, I'm sure, competitors, people have competed in the Olympics, but yeah. Jamaicans have
Google.
a bunch.
Hey Google, how many gold medals has Jamaica won? 27.
All right, but like half of those are Usain Bolt.
Not doesn't matter.
And that one guy before him, something Prince.
They have a small ass population size, and they've won so many. What African country has the most gold medals? And obviously, oh fuck, it's Kenya. I fucking hate them.
I told you Kenyans are freaking athletic.
The AIS told me so.
I do think it's funny that there was a segment, there was a period of time when people will try to collect information into a series of web pages, right? Such that you could click on a web page, you'd view an ad, and that's how they made their monthly allotment. And now that's all been obfuscated by, I'm going to read the AI review, okay?
Yep.
I'm not going inside your app, your website.
No.
It's so fucked. It's so sad.
The whole system was built on okay, well, the only thing that can lead people to my page is Google, because Google's essentially the internet. So I guess I need to make my page and figure out the algorithm for Google, do a lot of research into it, figure it out, and eventually I'll get to a point where maybe I'm top 10, maybe I'm number 1 on the list, so that when people search me up, they go to my page, I get traffic, advertisers give me money. But yeah, like you said, it's been, now it's just Gemini goes through and it's well, your page is the top, so thank you for doing the hard work for us. I'll take what's on your page and pull it up to the front so that nobody ever has to leave Google. My thing is does this, so this is the plan, and this is what we're doing. What ads am I seeing on Google's front page?
Are you seeing ads?
I'm not seeing any ads.
So you're saying, why are they making money?
Yeah, what purpose does this serve?
I don't know.
I, as a consumer, have lived through the age of the internet, becoming a thing. So, with that in mind,
That's not
I'm
true.
a dirty pig. I want ads shoved in my face. And if that's not happening, they're what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Do you like ads?
Well, I fucking hate them.
Oh,
But
okay.
if I don't have them, then something feels like it's missing.
Yeah. I've recently switched from the Chrome browser to the Brave browser, and they don't have ads, right? And I don't like the experience. I'm serious, because their search is a little bit more optimized to not show me slop. But I'm like, how do I differentiate between the slop and no slop if everything shown to me is no slop? There's certain like cadence and practice that I built up over time to build this differentiation so like it's part of my workflow. I click on a thing, I search it, I go down, I make sense of what I'm reading, I try to click on the most reliable source. But for whatever reason, if all of that is obfuscated, I feel like something's missing. If I just go to the first thing and it's always accurate, it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
it kind of sucks.
I feel like it's just once things change to a certain point that you're not used to anymore, it just feels really like unfamiliar. And there are certain things, like even if it's a negative trait or like a negative practice that's happening in your life, if it's been there constantly and then suddenly it's like taken away from you, you'll notice the change.
Agreed.
You know, I was working on doing an ad read for a Brave browser as well. So they brought it up. Because I'm going to be honest, I used the product too.
You use Brave browser?
Yeah, I use Brave browser. I think it's a great for like, so I have a Google Pixel. And because of that, I use like Chrome is in everything. I have like 5 different Gmails. Don't worry about that. They're pretty much all just like.
There's only one reason a person has 5 Gmails.
Essentially what happened was I had one Gmail. That was my main one after I swapped off Yahoo. That Yahoo account that my dad made for me when I was younger. So I started using Gmail because it's like, fuck it, Yahoo. Like,
He's unk.
That's an old person. That's an old person email. So I moved to Gmail. And then I made a second Gmail because when I was younger, like when I was 13 or something, Peter was super into like Facebook games. And I was like, oh, I need a Facebook account. But I don't want it to be on my main Gmail because then I get a bunch of ads. So I'm going to put it on that second Gmail. So that second Gmail became the Gmail for games. And then as I grew older, I was like, oh, I need an email for school. So I made a third Gmail because my first Gmail was already filled with a bunch of ads. And my second Gmail was already filled with a bunch of ads and like spam. So the third Gmail comes out. I use that for school in like high school. And then that one gets filled up with a bunch of ads and shit. So I'm like, okay, I'm going out to college. I need a fourth Gmail. So that Gmail eventually gets used. And that one also gets filled with a bunch of shit and ads. And then now most recently, after I got let go from a few of my previous jobs, I made a 5th Gmail that looks the most professional it will ever be. And that one is exclusively for work and school. The only ads I've gotten in that fucking Gmail is for my Google Pixel 10. Because that's the phone that I have. Speaking of which, Google Pixel 10 Pro. Very good phone. Great value.
Let me stop you there. We're not going to. The things that we have said so far remove us from the
very
picture.
Advertiser friendly.
We want to be the Drewski of podcasts, okay?
I don't know if I want to be the Drewski of podcast. That guy's an Uncle Tom.
I do such a coon.
Let's say, bro.
He's one of the most flagrant coons on the face of the earth. I don't know how he gets away with such
People
coonery.
still, well, this is the thing. Every time you'll get a new person who will fill that role.
Yeah, he'll fill that role.
That's an African American. And then they will eventually get used up and spit out. The only one that survived, technically, is King Bach. Because he transitioned into, I don't know what the fuck he did. But that's just like he just got internet famous. So
But he has been someone like, he's been the most outrageous coon I have ever seen.
Correct.
And the problem with him, like his level of coonery, is that I enjoy it so much. I consume everything he does. And you've seen the show, right?
I have.
You know, we're going to actually react to that show. Let's do episode by episode reaction.
That's crazy.
We're going to watch the show and we're going to react to it. I think they have a new season coming out. We're going to do it real time.
A new season?
They have a new season coming out. Right? We're going to watch every episode and we're going to react to every episode because it's one of the best shows on television.
I just want you to know, I'm in a turtleneck. The fact that I did not come in a quarter zip is something you should be thankful for the weather. Because it's too damn cold for my quarter zip right now.
I'll close it 1 second.
No. Don't close the window.
No, it's fine. It doesn't smell anymore. It doesn't smell.
Oh, I'm not cold.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were cold.
It's just cold outside.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we're not built for this weather.
I mean, it's fine.
Well, maybe you are, but I'm not.
I should have never said that.
Anyways, I have moved past the coonery. Originally, I found it funny. And then I hung out with a bunch of Asian people.
They were making the wrong kind of jokes.
They love those types of jokes. They love
That's always the problem.
Lowest
Yeah.
hanging fruit type of jokes. And I can appreciate a good one every once in a while. Because if a nigga's acting dumb and you say something that's like stupid but relevant, it could be pretty funny. Like the Boondocks was a pretty good example of like coonery done right. Uncle Ruckus is probably the best written coon character there is. Because you can clearly tell that he's a bad human being. He's ugly, grotesque, and he is as dumb as can possibly be. It's not a good thing to be a coon. And they made that very clear. But man, when he said, I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error, I was crying.
Oh no, this can't be. It says I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error. Why, Lord? Why, Lord? Why?
That's where he's on the lawn. He gets the paper. He opens it. He drops to his knees. He's like, with only a 2% margin. He goes, oh Lord, why? And then he starts to talk about, oh, well, now that I'm black, I gotta start acting black. Yep. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the hair salon. He goes to the barber, right? He's getting his haircut. He's like, what do you baboons you should talk about? Basketball players and shoes. And what you front on me? What are you gonna shoot each other? I forget the exact thing he says. It's so gold and so accurate.
That's a level of coonery I can enjoy, and like, because I know it's obviously like satire.
No, that's worse to me. I think
Really?
it's really more so like I'm not a huge fan of Dave Chappelle, but I was. It's less so now. But there was a period of time where I was a huge fan, right? So I saw everything that he would produce, and
pretty much before his 2021 special or 2020 special.
I was fine with that special. It was more like I was fine with the transgender stuff. That never upset me. I think what upset me more. I should have saved my idea. No, I really don't. But,
Yeah.
What was I saying? I like the stuff. It's just that there's a certain point, there's an inflection point where I think he starts to believe that he extends beyond his comedy, where I don't like, because it's like, you're not an academic, right? The ideas and point of view that you share are simply like, you can't form an opinion and then exacerbate upon it as if it's indicative of anybody else's experience. You know what I mean? And I think he tends to do that because I think he says that, like, he tends to believe that there's deeper truth in his findings that are not based in like true, like the true rigors of academic. Yeah.
You know, if anything, I feel like it's almost like he thinks he's the Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, I hate Kendrick Lamar. This is a terrible analogy. I hate Kendrick Lamar.
I know you do.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But a lot of
right,
people put
right.
Kendrick Lamar on like a different pedestal. And you know, I'm gonna say this: he is a great, like, he's great at writing verses.
That is a great analogy. I didn't get it initially. That's a great analogy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And like, he has this pulse on, like, he has his finger on the pulse of like what's going on in America to an extent. But you also can't just take whatever he's saying as like verbatim. That's what's going on in the world. Like, he's still an artist at the end of the day.
Not just that he's an artist, it's that I think a lot of people who never spend any time in like academic circles really have no idea of the strenuous nature that it takes to form some sort of opinion on the world. That like it's an incredibly rigorous process. Like if you've ever walked into like a sociologist department or a psychology department, what you'll usually find is a very old person with a lot of like long gray hair who is just reading a bunch of textbooks, trying to form an opinion about the world, and they'll do a whole like 6-month research project to like form some sort of really, really minute view. And more often than not, what you get from like an artist or a comedian is like such sweeping generalizations that are not at all meaningful, you know? But to your point, I really like that analogy because it's like, ignorance spawns ignorance, you know, like where somebody is like, I have some understanding of some deeper truth of the world, and these incredibly even more ignorant people are like, yeah, he's right. And it's like, it's kind of Charlemagne the God in political terms. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Did I just go off on something else I didn't?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Because like at the end of the day, if you're able to speak to the masses well and you say the things that they want to hear,
that's exactly
people will just take whatever you're saying as fact because it fits their worldview and their beliefs. So they're much more willing.
But they're also talented. They can convince you of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that comes with like wealth, fame.
Yeah,
money,
money, power. Yeah. That's exactly right. If they were just some guy in the street saying the same exact thing, no one would give a fuck.
Well, okay, maybe not for Kendrick Lamar, but for Dave Chappelle, it would probably still be funny. So I think people would still give a shit.
I just wish he would lean into that more. Like, I think he's so powerful and he's incredibly funny and drops hints of truths rather than just like trying to drive the truth home, because I don't think people respond to that well.
I completely agree, because I feel like his old specials are much more like that. Like, I feel like a lot of comedians have somehow decided it's my year to get political, and then they all went political, and then they all just stopped being as funny as they could have been if they just.
And the funny would resonate more.
Political, yeah.
Yeah, the funny would like stay with you. Like there's still like some jokes, but this is a complete deviation. But going back to the thing before, like Dave Chappelle, when he left the show, he was like, I got tired of people laughing a certain way. And I was like, that was really powerful. You know what I mean? Where he's like, I'm making these skits, I think they're really funny, but all of a sudden I'm around certain people and they're laughing in ways that I don't expect and that I don't like. It's uncomfortable to me, and I'm gonna leave all this money behind because I don't like it. That's the most baller gangster shit I've ever fucking heard.
But with that as well, it's like, how much of that was just fabricated to sell a story to people?
I think it's honest. I think from what I've read, I believe it to be true, but you could be right.
Yeah.
Could be right. Yeah.
I hope it is, because it is like, it's a really powerful message to like be able to walk away from all of that. But then like at the same time, didn't they like perform in like Saudi Arabia or something recently?
Yeah, but it's a completely different thing, I would think. Because in there he's not saying things that he believes are being interpreted a different way. Like he doesn't feel like he's perhaps telling the same sort of jokes, or maybe he's in a different mind space, right? It's a completely different thing. It's not like he's saying what he's saying now when he's saying
guess.
that. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, I feel like if you have morals in some way for something like as minuscule as like, I don't think people are laughing at my jokes in the way that I want them, like I would want them to laugh at. It's a very profound statement. That means that like it gives out the impression that you're thinking of like, not just, oh, I want to be a jester and I need to make these people laugh. It's like, hey, I have a platform and I can reach a certain amount of people and really like contribute to their lives in some way, because it's the art that I'm creating, like they're consuming it. And I have a responsibility as an artist to make sure that my content isn't being consumed in a way that I don't feel comfortable with.
I don't like that. I agree. I don't like the fact that I think you're conflating some sort of morality between that statement and performing at Saudi. I think performing at Saudi is completely different. I don't think that means anything. Like it's kind of like saying, I think there's more justification to perform in Saudi than there is to perform in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, far more.
Interesting.
What is Saudi doing globally that are like dismembering people, killing people, taking like piracy? They're killing journalists, sure, but it's not like we're not killing people. So,
I mean, here, back in 2020, we could technically put the United States on a moral high ground.
I disagree.
Technically, like when you don't look below the surface level, you could say, "Oh, America was the best. We didn't do anything wrong." American excellence, and but nowadays, it's much harder to do that. These people are fucking this country up, man. They're making it more and more difficult for me to really like just
because I
say that we're the best.
I'm a nationalist too, right?
Yeah.
I want to say we're the best. We're better than all you sons of bitches. Go fuck. Even if we're poor,
but we can't
be poor here, poor wherever you are, you son of a bitch. Right?
But we can't because we're bombing Venezuela,
taking their oil. Yeah.
Rightfully so. We deserve it. American excellence.
I do believe we do. What are they gonna do with that oil?
Cook. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We need to help out the big oil corporations. They're really struggling right now. These are not good economic times for anybody.
But actually, ExxonMobil, please, fathers.
Yeah,
we will actually support it.
If you have any like green technology that you want to show and like sell on to the masses that doesn't actually work, we'll say that it works.
Say that it works for sure.
Every single time. If I could study in like just environmental sciences, so I could appear on an Enron panel to say that nothing's wrong in the world to make bank, I would do it. Some people
stop bringing up Enron on this podcast. Okay, we're trying to subscribe to Gen Z and Alpha podcast viewers. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Go watch Atriarch for Enron news.
I'm just saying, like, if I could, really dedicate my life to the study of something great, really, like, try to push forward this idea that we need to save the world, and then I can get paid out like maybe a measly 50K. I'd do it. I'd take the money in a heartbeat.
We're trying to communicate to the audience that we are complete sellouts.
Correct.
If you hear us getting on our high horse about any issue,
do not take it
best
seriously.
believe we support the piracy in Venezuela. Correct.
That's just you.
Hey, don't tell me. Don't throw me under the bus. We just agreed 30 seconds ago. We just agreed. Throw me under the bus. We just agreed on this.
Look.
We're raising our hands together.
I'm okay with us doing certain things, but not everything. I think looting is bad, just across the board.
Unless it's Venezuelans.
Unless it's Venezuelans. Well, no, I mean, we haven't looted them yet, so.
No, we've taken the oil.
Not yet.
There was a whole thing yesterday or today. President of the United States was like, he sat down with ExxonMobil CEO, literally.
I thought, but I'm pretty sure their stuff, like, isn't fully developed yet. To a point where we could, like, do it efficiently.
We're gonna take it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. If oil prices come down by $1, bro, no one here will question it.
No, obviously
No one will
not.
give a fuck. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give a fuck.
No, you won't.
Yeah, well, are
Why?
you kidding me? My fuel source is going higher. This is not how it should have like played out. You guys should have been paying more for your fuel, and I should have been paying less.
You drive an
And then
electric
you know
car.
what happened? Fucking AI came and ruined everything because now instead of getting nuclear reactors, improving the energy grid, invested in more environmentally friendly sources of energy to lower the price of electricity, we're just building data centers next to whatever power plant we could fucking find.
I completely forgot that he drives an electric car, and as such, everyone who drives an electric car, your prices are probably going up ever so slightly. I mean, not ever so slightly, they must be going up.
Yeah, that's going
Surely, yeah. I never thought of that. That's so true. Wow, you guys got fucked. Damn.
Yeah, we were sold a promise. We bought expensive cars, and then our fuel is becoming more expensive. And I will say this, unless this podcast goes well, if it goes well, you won't hear a peep out of me. I won't fucking care. It doesn't matter. I basically made it at this point. But I'm in a turtleneck right now, but I'm not living the turtleneck lifestyle yet. I'm still getting there. My car might be expensive, but it's not like I had the money to just buy it outright. I'm not that type of wealth yet. So in that case, I'm mad. Now, do I love my car? Yes.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so fucking funny. I think that hits on a deeper truth that nobody ever likes to communicate, which is that so long as you're part of the corruption again, you're completely fine with it.
Correct.
I think that's the deeper truth that nobody holds on to. Nobody. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Like nobody complains when the prices are good, things are cheap, and they feel like they can.
Regardless of what it took to get
Yeah,
us there.
like as long as they feel like they can provide for themselves, they're pretty happy. Nowadays, like before, maybe in the 90s and stuff, you'd have people that are actual activists who are like, "Hey, we care about this topic, and even if our lives are good, we still care about this topic, and it affects us deeply."
No, I think those people still exist. Like that woman was one of those sorts of people in my mind. But I think that things have just gotten so bad that people they're just labeled as radicals. Maybe they always were, and we just weren't aware of it at the time. But I think there's been more of like a separation. Like people are more in these silos and
Yeah, because
angrier.
I think like you look at people around our age. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I think
By the way, we're
young
mid-20s.
people. Yeah, we're in our 20s. But I do think young people are like some of the biggest activists today.
Well, that's because they have to be.
Oh yeah, obviously we're fucked. The boomers have fucked us. But there's like
I thought you were saying the boo-boos have fucked us.
no, not the Labubus, but they have. Those Labubus have done generational damage. It's our people.
I desperately want a woman who like loves Labubus. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily hard to find. You're just in the wrong spaces for it.
No, I just mean a woman. If I was being clear, I meant Asian as well. But yes, go on.
Yeah.
Was that implied? I just want to make sure that
Still,
was implied.
like, a lot of them exist. You're just in the wrong spaces for it.
I don't think you understand exactly what I'm saying when I say I want a woman, Asian girl who likes Labubus. Do you get what I'm trying to say there?
I get what you're trying to
What am
say.
I trying to say?
Aren't you looking for a chick who's into Labubus that you could date?
But what is that? What is that indicative of if a woman loves Labubus?
I'm never getting deeper. I'm not actually sure where you're going with this.
Underage.
Oh,
That's
they're not.
They're not. But in my mind, anyone who is should be underage.
Maybe like mentally underage. Sure.
No, if you're a 30-year-old woman that likes Labubus, I'm sorry, there's something wrong.
Do you know what the best part is?
What?
I know a 30-year-old white woman who
Love Labubus?
desperately loves the Labubus.
There's a
It's
certain
like
age.
her whole life.
22.
I know two actually, and the other one's Asian technically.
It's kind of You can't be a Labubu person after a certain age.
No, that's the thing though. Like it's for us. Like it's for our age group. Below a bit below and higher as well.
Let's move off that topic. You were saying something?
I mean, look, I just want to say this. In the same way that like Labubus have broken people, they spawned a bunch of people who like have them on the back of their cars instead of like truck nuts. Like
Our neighbors.
do they actually have
Yeah.
Labubus?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are they Somali?
No, not these neighbors. Those neighbors all over there, they're Asians. They have a car in like the back. They have 2 Labubus. I thought about stealing it, but they have a.
Why would you admit that on camera?
No, when I say steal it, I was gonna throw them away. I didn't want them. I just wanted to fuck them. I had no intention of fucking putting those in my room.
That's fair. Okay.
By the way, I do have a doll there though. I don't know if you've seen the doll all in the corner.
I'm okay.
It was from Target for like $2.
I just be worried that there's like a hole in it somewhere.
In there. Different doll.
But anyways, like it's such a good product for people our generation because we just want to spend our money and gamble. Literally, that's it. Like we just want to gamble on stuff because it makes monkey brain feel happy. Number go up. More stuff acquired.
That's what Call of Duty was training us for all these years. You get certain XP, you get the next gun.
Yeah.
Right? But now kids have like prediction markets in video games, so it's kind of like wild.
That's the best part. But yeah, so like Labubu did that, and then you see the craze over. Did you know about the like Starbucks Bear Cup?
No.
Yeah, see, it's like it's just something that pretty much happened online. If you live in the real world, you would not have known about it unless you're in like LA.
I live online,
much,
but I don't
like,
live in
New York.
those sort of communities, I think.
But like it was all over TikTok. People were going crazy. Starbucks released this like little bear mug.
Was it a really big thing and I just missed it completely?
It was a big thing for like 2 days. Because they released these bear cups and then they magically like sold out, so nobody could get them. And then a bunch of resellers like popped up, and then they're selling the bear cups. Everyone was trying to get this bear cup, because it's this like hot new item. And then the fad ended in like less than a week. And
I'll be honest with you, that upsets me. Not because like the resellers did anything wrong, but these people that are dying to get this bear cup, it's ridiculous.
Correct. Let me see the prices.
I spoke with a veteran at Walmart.
I'm so sorry.
No, he was a nice guy, dude. Because he was like he's
Starbucks bear cup.
He was we were just talking about like the stuff in Minneapolis and like Minnesota, what's going on, and he was like, I've been deployed a number of times, and he effectively said that he's surprised that most people don't recognize that we live in such a high degree of luxury, because when he's been like deployed all over the world, right?
Yeah.
It's like he's seen like quote unquote real struggle, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, you work at Walmart, bro.
Hey, you know, some of the people who like are on the lowest totem pole.
I'm just kidding, by the way. That was a very nice guy. I really liked our conversation.
Can speak such like good truths to like what's actually going on.
Yeah,
because they're just in the weeds. But yeah, I do think about it, and this isn't to like diminish the struggle of these people that I'm about to bring up, but like since I work at a hospital, we get a lot of homeless people, and then I just think about like, okay, so they're homeless, they're going through a lot. It definitely sucks. It's like a really hard life to live, especially for a woman on the streets, because like you're just prone to experience more violence. And then I take that whole book and then I move it over to a different nation, and I'm like, oh my god, it is 10 times worse compared to like Minnesota, because it is fucking cold, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, There are facilities you can call. There are places you can go. There are free telephones that you can find every once in a while.
If you're not a drug addict in like the state of Minnesota, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Like
legitimately.
if you're competent and like not competent to the extent that you have like some sort of skill that you can market, but just to the extent that like you will be able to survive. If the threshold is just survival, like basic survival, and you're not a drug addict or alcoholic, you should be fine enough to like get a room in a really shitty place, but it's a room.
Yeah, you can you could get a roof over your head. And even if you can't necessarily like, I think like what Ramsey County has like boots, like heated boots that you can go to and just like sleep out to stave off the cold.
Yeah, that's kind of a requirement here. Like, but people might not know how really cold it is here. Like, it's incredibly cold. Yeah,
but like that's just something that's like accessible to us as Americans because we have all of this money and wealth. And yeah, just a little bit of it can be trickled down to us poors, but then you compare that to like other countries and nations, and it's just way different for like the actual social programs, safety nets potentially, and like obviously we're still fucked up in some way. We shouldn't have a large homeless population in the first place, like.
Yeah, I think as I get older, the word survival rings more and more. As like I didn't really understand. I haven't really understood what that word has meant in a large portion of my life, and I think I understand it now at least a bit more. Because I think most people, if you talk to someone of like an older generation, that word has rung true for most of their life in a meaningful way. Because there weren't these sort of programs or these sort of things that were just everyone used to talk about like, oh, just working through another day, or I forget what the saying was, but people said that primarily because every day was hard. You didn't know where you're going to eat. You know what you're going to do. You just no idea. So I think obviously that's still the same way in most parts of the world.
Oh yeah, some people have to grind,
But I think for us, like for me, if I like lost my job, I'm fine for like, I want to say at least 2 years,
Well, that's a you thing. Most people are not. Most people are broke right now.
Most people are broke, yeah.
Yeah, most normal people are broke.
Yeah, but if you lost your job, right? I mean, not just because of like the savings that I might have, but I just mean like just generally speaking, it's like you're not gonna find strenuous amounts of struggle, are you?
Typically no. I mean, when I did lose one of my jobs and I was out of work for like 8 months, the only thing that prevented me from earning money was that I was too prideful to work at Target, Walmart, McDonald's, any fast food place really. Like I had too much pride. I was like, I'm gonna find a real job and I'm going to like progress my career rather than like stay stagnant or like move backwards. Because I didn't see the reason for that.
Yeah, by the way, Chindu has he's worked in finance, in banking, and now in healthcare.
Correct. And it's all at very like surface level, but well, actually not fully surface level.
Your banking
position.
job was pretty,
No, my banking job was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That job, like that's the job that I could wear my turtlenecks in. Those are good days. But I am making more money now than I was at the banking job.
I hate how often this turtleneck has been referenced throughout the show.
But it's only because there is one thing that I hated in that banking job, and it was selling car loans. Like I could do a car loan easy. That was fine. I had a really good manager at the time, and she like was able to just get people to come in for loans. A lot of it was actually because of the company that I work for. They did a lot of work visas, so a lot of these Indian people are coming over from across the sea. They talk to their Indian friend. They're like, "Oh, I have a brand that I really like. You should buy a Tesla." So most of my loans were Teslas, legitimately. The only issue with that though is like getting a loan for a Tesla is pretty easy. This was during like a bit after the pandemic, so like obviously it was still going on, but think like 2022, around that time frame. So like things have started to open up again. The economy is coming back online, but interest rates are like ever so slightly starting to go up. So people are like, "Oh, I don't have that much money to spend. Interest rates keep going up. I don't know if I want to buy a car." There's like uncertainty in the market, and when that happens, convincing someone to spend an extra $1,000 on some useless extended warranty program that your bank is offering is probably one of the hardest things in the world. On top of that, it's also where all of the money is. So when I'm coming into this job with my coworkers who like worked during COVID, during lockdown, they would do loans for people. People would buy like a $60,000 car because all of them are being marked up. And then they would be like, well, I just spent all of this money on this car, so I should protect it. So I'll get a $2,000-$3,000 extended warranty on it. And it's all wrapped up neatly and nicely in this like little 2% interest rate loan. So they're like, oh, I like my monthly payment's only $500. This is perfect. And now, like, when I come into the role, everybody's nickel and diamond, bro. And like, my job is to get the monthly payment as low as possible, so I can, just fill up their little cup of debt as much as I can get it to before it like screw them over.
It's so evil.
It is evil. So I didn't sell the extended warranties because I thought they were shit. And obviously my job doesn't like that. Part of the reason why I'm not there anymore. But one thing that I did realize, I was like, okay, these car loans are like worthless. People are really feeling the squeeze from the economic uncertainty, the interest rates going up. Job security isn't necessarily the best. Granted, that was during a time when you could literally quit one place, find a job again in like a week, and then you'd get a huge pay bump as well. Like, I know at that job, I was making the same amount of money as bankers that had been tenured there for years. Also part of the reason why I got fired. They did not want to keep me because I was an expensive asset that didn't have like the skills required, but I got in at the perfect time to like really abuse the system, and I had a great manager. But yeah, so instead what I did was I just sold credit cards because I could sell a credit card to somebody, lower the interest rate on the car, and the car would give me like maybe $20 max. I think I did a $100K loan for like a truck for the rudest man in the world. That paid like $30-$40 because I didn't get any extended warranty or anything else, just straight loan. So where I made my money was credit cards. An unsecured credit card, a secured credit card is like $20. That's what it was. That was the going rate. An unsecured credit card was $50. So if I could just tell all of these Indian people who are buying Teslas from me, I could lower your interest rate if you open this card. 10 times out of 10, they did it. Sometimes they get multiple just because like, oh, this is a good deal. So I'm going from maybe making like $20 on this Tesla, and then I'm making like $50 on this credit card that I just opened for them. And then it just compounds because then after that, they're like, oh, you got me a really good deal. Let me send my next friend over to him. And it just steamrolled. But the only downside is that now this bank had all of these like semi-decent loans that weren't actually really making them that much money. And a bunch of credit cards, which is like good. That's a revenue stream if they actually use it. But they never will.
Never will, no.
So what happened is that I took money from the bank for opening these loans for them. So that was a sweet gig. I was unsupervised for most of it too, which was nice. But
what is the difference between a secured and unsecured credit card?
So a secured credit card, it's super simple. It's literally just like if you're too broke and they don't trust you to manage your own money because you don't have either any credit history or you have really bad credit history, they'll say, hey, you can give us $300 and then we'll use that $300 to lend to you. That's it. That's what a secured credit card is. They're like, we don't trust you enough to just give you free money, technically. So we'll take your money and then we'll give you that money as a privilege to have a credit card with us. And then eventually, when you get to a point where you have a good enough score, you could be like, hey, I want my money back. They'll give you your money back and they'll either close the card or you could just upgrade it, which is what you should do, to an unsecured credit card. And then you just have...
Just for any listeners out there, if somebody is making commission on selling you a credit card, it's probably not the wisest thing to do to open a new one, you know?
Depends. I think for most modern Americans, they were too stupid to not use or ruin a pretty good deal. Like if I told you, hey,
I wouldn't listen. You're black.
I could get that doesn't matter. If I told you, hey, let's just say I was this color, you know, let's just say like, hey, I could get you a 0% interest rate card. You don't have to pay any interest on it for the next year. You have one of two options. Well, one of three, actually. You can either say, no, I don't want the credit card. You could say, yeah, I'll take the credit card, and you could spend a shit ton of money on it. Or you could say, yeah, I'll take the credit card, and I'll spend a bit of money on it. The wise thing to do would be to spend a shit ton of money on it, on the things that you need, but nothing else. Or things that you're going to get anyways. So, like, when I lost my job at the bank, the first thing that I did is I called up Discover. Mm-hmm. I got their 0% interest rate card. Mm-hmm. And then for the whole year, I just traveled. I ate food. Mm-hmm. I did whatever the fuck I wanted. Mm-hmm. And then when the year came up, all of the money that I spent on my card, I had sitting in the bank account, earning interest. Mm-hmm. So then when it came time to pay the bills, I just paid the bill. Because it was money I was going to spend anyways. And it made it cheaper for me, technically, to do all of the things that I did. Because while I was spending the money, I was earning money on the money that I was spending.
Yeah.
And it just didn't have to leave my account.
I don't think about things in that kind of way. I know people like build these sophisticated Excel sheets for themselves. For me, it's more of like, if I have debt, I'll just try to pay it away pay it quickly. Because I worry that it'll balloon.
No, which is good, because most people aren't good enough to watch their debt.
Yeah,
to prevent it from ballooning. To prevent it from ballooning. I think very few people are like that. If you are, either you're really into finance, or you're super anal about looking into the things, checking your accounts, blah blah blah.
Like people who have
good with money,
who invest in ETFs. Like I have an ETF that I'm invested in. I don't know what's in it.
That's okay.
Yeah, people they do their due diligence around these companies, and if this sector goes down. Let me tell you something, brother. I have no idea what sector I'm invested in. I know is thank you, Vanguard. Keep doing it.
That's literally what ETFs are for. They're like, hey, we'll give us your money. We'll do it better than what you could probably do, and then good luck. That's it. Nobody ever looks into what's actually in it. Really big thing in the past was green ETFs. I don't know if you ever heard about those.
I did not know.
But they're ETFs that were specifically designed for things that are more environmentally friendly.
Oh, I remember this was 2020.
All of those companies they had in those green ETFs almost always performed worse.
Yeah.
And were really, really shit. But it got a lot of people to get into ETFs because they're oh, it's environmentally friendly. I'm helping the planet. No, you're just making money for Vanguard. But nobody ever in that case too, even though those people are big advocates of helping the environment, nobody actually looks into these things. They just see something that makes them feel good and they click yes because they're oh, that's nice. So the same way of donating to a charity. I mean,
which I do quite often.
It's the same thing as donating to a homeless person. If there's a homeless person on the street and you're I'm going to change your life, here's $5,000. You don't know if they're going to...
I've had that experience. Please continue.
You don't know if they're going to spend the $5,000 on getting themselves to a place where they can take care of themselves, or if they're just going to spend it on liquor, drugs, and other stuff. You literally don't know the spot that somebody's in.
I love that. Have you seen those clips on YouTube or whatever? They just drive up next to a homeless person and they take a Hennessy bottle out in one hand and they have a Rolex wad and they're pick one or the other. I don't know if it's staged, right? It could just be staged very much so.
Probably staged.
And he's which one do you want? And the homeless person always goes for the bottle of Hennessy, or whatever. And I just think to myself, well, duh, that Hennessy's more expensive than $8. They're homeless. They're not retarded.
But the $8 could buy you a meal.
Yeah, but Hennessy can bring me warmth.
Yeah, that's the thing. You, in the same way as stocks, essentially, you don't know. People just don't check what their money is actually going into, what it's working towards. So you just run into these problems where now you just have an ETF. It has some shit in it. Maybe Vanguard's trying to pump some particular stock with investor money. I don't know. But gone are the days of people oh, let me look into OpenAI. They have good fundamentals. I know a lot about the industry.
Yeah.
I've looked into how much capital they're making, what the profits are.
You can't even bet. You can't even bet against it. Let's say there's a company that has poor fundamentals, Tesla. Yeah. Right? You can't say, oh, well, they clearly have poor fundamentals. People are not going to keep investing in this. This is nonsense. Yeah. We're going to put a short on it.
You'll lose everything. You'll lose everything.
Yeah.
Because of, let's say it would be retail investors.
I'm laughing. Like I'm not directly involved.
There will be many people in the world who will be like, yeah, I know Elon's a bad person. I know his company's kind of shit. I know that they aren't selling any cars.
Or robots. Have you got your robot yet?
He promised AI. He promised the Tesla Roadster. He promised robo-taxis. We're going to go to Mars. He promised that as well. So, like, let's just balloon the company, guys. Like, it's going to go crazy.
There's a tinge of skepticism that people have who are like outside of the tech industry. And then there's a certain segment of the tech industry that is like so that are such a believer in AI that
brainwashed.
It's not a brainwash. It's more of like they're religious. That's the word. They're religious.
Yeah.
Like they're zealots in a way. But I am starting to align with that viewpoint.
That's
I think
viewpoint.
We'll get to that in maybe a different podcast. But like maybe I'll lead one. Let's say I'll come with some videos or whatever.
A video. We'll watch like a video essay about AI.
Not a video essay. More like I'll put together a bunch of clips around AI that you can watch and you can react to. Then we can just talk about it.
Okay.
Time. Yeah. By the way, let's review the podcast. Good idea, bad idea. How have you enjoyed the first episode?
It's gone exactly how I expected it to.
How? There's no way it's gone exactly how you expected it to.
I truly expected us to just sit down. Because after you showed me the of the chairs, I knew exactly what was going on. Are you kidding me? I truly expected us to sit down and just bullshit for like an hour and a half. Yeah, no, like legitimately, this is just a conversation that we would have had. That you just decided to film. With a whiteboard that has nothing on it, by the way. I think the reason why I don't believe in you is the very reason why you started this podcast.
That's a great response. Because it's like, why would I start a podcast if I believed in myself?
And with that, we can end it here.